by the side of a pond now, but I wasn't this morning first thing because I was doing a gardening job that went on for more than 4 hours. I enjoyed it though, it was good, even though we are now officially in a heat wave. The person whose garden I was working on had gone to work. She always trusts me to lock up and look after things, and because she's not there, I did a video for her. I like to show people what I've done and talk them through stuff, but I did a video and here's part of it. It's looking very weed free there at the front of the home. I gave the hedge a trim, not too much needed. Just noticed that needs to come off. I'll sort that in a moment. There's always something, isn't there? And then I've done the drive and took weeds out from the wall as well. Swept all that up. It is windy, as I said earlier, so if there are any leaves on when you come back, I didn't leave them there. The lawn's been done. The edge at the back could do with a little trim next time. And I've turned the soil over. Very, very dry though at the moment. Hope you're happy with everything. Last but not least, the final act of my time here today is to secure the property. While I was working, a lady from across the road came and said, "Can you do something for me?" And I'm going back there later this evening, possibly a couple of hours. I think that's all that will be. However, in the meantime, let's get some fishing done, shall we? Before I cast out though, this moorhen has come right behind me and I get the feel, yep, there it is, that this bird is not going to eat those maggots, but gather them up because there are young just further along the bank. I could just tell on that occasion, oh, I haven't even cast out, the way the bird was begging for food, that it wasn't just for itself. It was a mom or a dad looking for some food for their children, and I hadn't even flicked the float out into the water. I just dropped it right in front of me. In fact, the bait hardly went into the water, and I've caught this perch. Look who's back. I threw a handful of maggots. She or he took some, and now they've come back for the others. Groundhog Day again. I haven't cast out yet, and I just caught a second perch. I think there might be a few right in front of me, very small ones as well. Particularly when they're that size, they tend to stay in the shallows and as close away from maybe the fish that can eat them as they possibly can. Right, let's cast out and that moorhen's back. I think that's going to be a regular feature on this particular session. Now they know that there's a food source, they'll keep coming back for more, and I'm certainly not complaining, and I'll be very obliging indeed. They can have as much as they want. Floats moving, disappearing, and to emphasize the point that I made just now, the further out you get, the bigger, all relatively speaking of course though, but the bigger the fish will be. This is a bold perch venturing out into the deeper water. Having said that, it's about 2.5 feet. Still deep though, relatively speaking, compared to the shallows. I'm catching a lot of fish, therefore, as I so often say, not showing all of them to the camera. Good to show the setup though, size 14 hook, 2 white maggots. I've been fishing with one, doesn't make any difference. I'm still catching every single cast, or at least getting a bite every cast. The float is a small waggler, 1.2 grams, got a shot either side of it there, and then a few inches down got the third shot, BBs, so that cocks the float. And then well, for what there is anyway in 2.5 feet of water, the bait sinks naturally, and I am getting quite a few of the fish on the drop. Here it is again. It's been coming on a regular basis.